It's practice 8. Really proud of the guys coming out today. It's really first day in shells, I believe. We've been full pads every day except the first 2. I thought they were mentally sharp. I thought the guys were flying around with energy. I thought both sides of the ball had good plays, which was good to see. I just love the competition. I love how they're competing at practice. I love the physicality. There's a lot of things we still got to work on, but I like our mindset right now of our football team. We got our second scrimmage coming Saturday. Excited to see, both sides of the ball. Hopefully some improvement, some different things that we've been working on. I don't know what we're going to do Saturday yet as far as going outside or inside yet. Looking at the weather right now, we might go inside, but we'll see. You never know here in Colorado what's going to happen. Well, we went 121 plays last week. It could be around the same amount of plays or it could be more. I told them after the scrimmage, some defense did a nice job, but there wasn't enough physicality in the scrimmage. There was one real true tackle made, and that was Logan on Little Panunzio. And I thought it wasn't physical enough. It came out Tuesday, and we had a physical practice. And I want this scrimmage to be physical. And, we'll see, how it goes during practice, how many plays we get. Might put the ball down more and play some more. But we're going to see who wants to play football. It's a little difficult sometimes in the indoor because it's not a full indoor. But, the defense feels like they're in the red zone the whole scrimmage. But we'll make it work. We've had to do it, 2 or 3 times since I've been here. Really just in the spring is when we get the heavier snows. So we'll see. I don't know. Last week we were outside and it was pretty cold and pretty windy. The defense wants us to go outside again. I don't know what we're going to do yet.
Mike, you're halfway through. How do you feel about the quarterbacks, and are they still pretty much battling that
I feel good about our quarterback situation. I feel like, they've all got reps with the ones. Collins obviously got the most reps with the ones. I feel he's, he is the most comfortable with our offense, understanding what to do. Has had a really, really good spring, so I would say, he's number 1 right now. He'll get the 1 reps to start the scrimmage. Now they all probably will get a little bit of 1 reps. Patrick O'Brien has done a nice job. He's thrown some really, really nice balls at times. I think the thing for Patrick, and if you ask Patrick, it's going to be a complete understanding of the playbook. Little things like signals, learning the signals and being able to communicate out there when we're in a no huddle. Those things have got to improve for him. Now, I told you guys beginning of the spring, he's not going to be at the level of the other guys right now, but he can't get frustrated. He's got to continue, to improve on those little things, and I think he'll be a different guy, fall camp if he takes that mindset. And then Justice McCoy had a really, really good day today. Justice knows the offense extremely well. He's been here for a while. He's a very smart kid. He's done a nice job with the playbook. Him and Colin, at a different level. Obviously they've got more reps than Patrick, but I think the understanding of the offense has been good. Like standing out there with Nick Stevens today, he's like, these 2 guys are throwing the ball, and he's like, Justice is really throwing the ball well today. So I thought all 3 guys threw the ball well, and then Judd, the reps that he gets, Erickson, he does a nice job, and just he's a battler. When his opportunity comes, he's ready. So long-winded answer, but I'm pleased with that position. We've been taking care of the ball better at the quarterback, even then when things haven't been going well up front, which is a good thing.
Ultimately, that knowledge of the offense, so whoever is your starter in the fall has got to have that.
Yeah, they got to have it.
Patrick doesn't need to have it now, maybe, but he would
No, he would need to have it, but, if a guy's, I'm not going to, if a guy's that much more talented than a guy or gives us a better chance to win, then, I'm not going to just say, hey, we're going to do this. I'm going to do what's best for us to have a chance to win the game, and that's at all positions. If a guy's not as maybe doesn't understand it as much, but he's going to give us a better chance to win, then we got to adapt some things that we're doing offensively and defensively. But there's got to have a base knowledge. Little things like signals the kid needs to get, and be able to spit those out there and help, because there's a lot of other guys out there running around don't know what to do, and he's got to be the guy to tell them what to do.
Coach Johnson said when we talked to him prior to spring that Keith Williams had done everything he asked of him to do when he left and then when he came back, but he needed to see continuation. Have you guys seen that continuation?
Well, I think Keith has put on some weight. He's obviously got to get stronger. I think he had a really, really good 5-week period when he put on the weight Coach Johnson asked him to put on. I think he had a really good start with our strength coach, Joey. It's going to be big for him in this offseason, and that's why we did it this way. There's a couple guys. Chess Jackson's is another one that's got to get stronger. But Keith has got to get stronger. He's got really good feet, but he's got to get stronger to be able to hold the point. And he had a rough scrimmage, last week going against Emmanuel, who's a strong kid, and he wasn't able to hold the point a few times. So I think he came back and had, a really good practice on Tuesday. I got to watch the film today to see how he did. But, he's, kind of my message after practice is you can't go in the tank when things don't go well. We got to respond the right way because things aren't going to go well in the fall all the time. And, Keith was a guy that I was talking to. I actually had a conversation with him Saturday night about you got yourself in a bad position. You couldn't get out of it the whole scrimmage. So he's got to learn that, he's got to keep taking coaching, which is good. They've got to have the right attitude. But I am pleased with him. He's one of our most athletic guys with his feet. It's just getting stronger and doing the little things Coach Johnson's asking him to do. And these reps are helping him.
How do you feel the wide receivers are reacting to the open spots that Preston Williams and BC?
Well, I feel we're obviously thin at that position. We got 4 or 5 guys coming in. I don't know if I can comment on one of them, but coming in the fall. So that was a need that we went after. But I really feel good about Warren Jackson, the way he's practiced for the whole 8 days. He had one day that I didn't think was up to the standard that he needs to practice at. And they're doing a really good job of blocking too. But Warren has been outstanding. Nico Hall is a guy that's a football player that loves to play the game. When he gets all areas of his life together, he's got a chance to be a special player, and he's made strides the last 2 weeks. I've been really proud of him. Brendan Fulton, a kid that was a walk-on. His dad was at practice today. He's the new head coach at Fossil Ridge. Has been outstanding for us in the slot. Them 3 guys, I say, have been outstanding and really done a nice job. Ajon Vivens is a guy that's coming along, but I would say those 3 are the top guys. And Jaden Walker's still learning, transferring over from defense, but he's had his up and down moments. But that's what spring ball is about. But I feel good about those guys, but I'm excited about we're gonna have some more competition. E.J. Scott not being there hurts us a little bit this spring, having a high ankle sprain. So we got to get him back out there. Well, I think he wants to. He wants to be, the go-to guy, and which is good. He's got the mindset, to play that position. I think he's taking coaching well. I think Coach Cox and him already have a really, really good relationship. Because he's roommates with Cam Butler, and Coach Cox has always taken those 2 out to eat. So there's a trust factor there, because the way the man's heart is through his stomach. So Coach Cox has been feeding for 2 years now already. But he is different, a little bit different than those guys. He has more size, has a bigger catch radius. He has the ability to play inside and outside because of his size. Usually you think of an inside guy that's a quick guy, which Brendan Fulton is, but this guy's a really good guy on digs and slants because of his size. So, y'all were out there today. That catch in 1 minute was an unbelievable catch, and made a couple great catches on race routes across the field. So he has, he's not going to run 4.5, 4.5, 4.6. He's going to be in that 4.7 range, but it's okay because of his size. Oh, mentally, he is great because he's played all 3 positions since he's been here. He's a guy that didn't struggle mentally. So he's played the flanker position, he's played the slot, he's played the X single receiver position. So he's played all 3, so that helps him. So we'll be able to put him in a lot of places. where, Michael was a junior college kid coming in, hadn't been in the offense. Preston was a kid that, transferred and then had to sit out for some time. So those kids just played primarily one position. And we had to change everybody else around to kind of fit them. Warren will be able to move and kind of we'll be able to stay in the terminology of the offense.
Is it kind of funny how you guys have become known as a wide receiver university?
Yeah, I'm excited. I want to get back to being, have some running backs, have some positive things too. That's what we've really been working on this spring, because I believe you got to be able to run the ball to get where you want to go. But I'm excited about it. The kids that we recruit know that. Nate Craig Myers from Auburn, he's like, I want to come there and I want to catch some balls because of what y'all have done. All those guys, Ty McCullough, Dante Wright, Jalen Hurst, are some receivers that come in here excited about. And that's going to create competition. I was talking to an NFL coach today, and he's like, I don't talk to everybody. He goes, but there's a lot of people that like Preston Williams, and that's exciting. It's exciting for our program. It's exciting for these guys, and want to make them work a little bit hard, and you can push them. So it's a good thing. It could be a clavicle similar to what Hammer had last year, and what actually Trey McBride had before his senior year in high school. And it's an injury that's, Griffin had it at the end of last year, maybe could have played in the last game, probably would have been ready if we'd have went to a bowl game. So Cumber will barely be out the rest of the spring. I think we're going to do surgery tomorrow. And, I tell you what, Cumber, he's had an ACL, and now, he's got a shoulder, but I'm glad it's not the knee. I've been really pleased with him and the way he's competed out there at practice. Every day he's come out with the right mindset, has competed, and he is a guy that's improved.
Is that the good and bad of spring ball, is the fact that, Nico had a really nice hit on him?
Yeah.
What he did, and it was clean, but
Yeah.
it was so clean,
Yeah.
they took it out.
Yeah, it's tough, but you got to practice, and we got to become more physical as a football team. And I told him the other day after the scrimmage, I said, I want to get to a point where I'm afraid to practice, meaning we're trying to kill each other. We're not there yet. That today was a mentality that we got to see at practice, where we're trying to knock each other out. And hopefully I'll see some of that in the scrim. I saw it yesterday in the red zone. We had a check down, and Marvin Kinsey's about to go score. It was a live drill red zone, and Logan Stewart hit him right at the goal line, laid him out, and he fumbled. And that's the type of stuff that we got to see. And, it happens in football. You hate it for Christian. That's one of the reasons we're going earlier. But like I told him Tuesday, I said, I want to get to a point where I'm afraid if we practice with how hard we go, that we might get somebody hurt. But we're not there knowing how to practice that way. And a lot of that is my fault. A lot of stuff that happened last year, and me being away and then pulling back a little bit, and that's not who I am. It's not who I've ever been. That's not who I'm going to be ever again. I'm going to be who I am, and we're going to get after it.